Hello guys, it is Dyzix here from Vigil Gaming, and I am casting a Protoss versus Protoss for StarCraft 2. Um, yep, that is basically what I'm doing here, and I'm also going to talk to you about a nice Protoss strat for new players that can implement as well. So, as you can see here, not too much. This guy was actually random, and, I thought he was actually pretty good for, like, because most people that play random, I don't know. I always lose against people who play random, typically. But, this actually turned out to be a pretty good match. So basically, I've been working with Protoss a lot lately, and it is really, really fun to play. Now, if you're a new player, a very new player, I still recommend you going for a just a Terran kind of build order, because that's the most fallback. Because Protoss has a lot of special abilities for each of their characters, so it's pretty important. So, as you can see, I'm not doing too much. I'm setting up my pylon, and I set out this probe to scout. Once you get to a higher level, you really want to start scouting with your probes, especially if your guy's random, because you know who to go against. And as you can see, this probe gets me a lot of scouting information, really useful to do. So just send up your one guy. I get up my pylon. I'm waiting for my strat build order once I see what he is. So now I get my information. He's Protoss. You know, these guys can really just chill here. If you use a little bit of micro, which I'll do later, he'll just run around pretty much, and your opponent isn't even touching him at all. So, yeah, I'm just coming around, getting all the scouting information, building up my units, and at this point, I'm debating whether or not to do the strat which I do, which is pretty much 2-gate Zealot Rush him, and which actually turns out winning. So I was kind of waiting to see what kind of build order he would do, if he was working for anything, and he was actually trying to go like a much higher tech build with stalkers and sentries. But this strat is a really nice strat if you wanted just some quick games. You can typically win. Now, this strat can easily be countered, warning, if there's better unit composition by the other member. See, as you can see, I'm just doing some micro. He's barely touching me. Like, he gets a little bit of hits in, but really, this probe gets me a lot of information, just going around and around. And it's also delaying him. He's just getting these guys. Now he's planting his gateway. So this is when I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. So I get my gateway. And, yeah, so this can be... Don't use this strat if you get your scouting information and you see that they are using a lot higher tier guys, and they already have them up and stuff like that. See, I was kind of afraid because he already has his simulators up and stuff like that, which was going for his build. But if you do this correctly, you can get it on pretty early. So I build my gateway. Pretty soon I'm going to build my other gateway. And what I'm pretty much going to do is just chrono boost from the Nexus, constantly chrono boosting into my 2 gateways, and just pumping and pumping zealots out. Because I have this awesome scouting information, so I know what to do. Also, a really good fallback strat, if this strat doesn't work out just how you've intended, get your Vespene gas. Just make your assimilators and start mining, because it's really easy from this build to do a tech switch into the Sentry Stalker build, which can push higher tier player, which will get you into like higher tier leagues. Because Stalker rushes, not Stalker rushes, Zealot rushes will work for a while, but if they counter it and you don't know, do whatever, and like this guy was trying to do, go for a higher tech build, you can get countered. So start getting your gas early, because then if your zealots are getting countered, then just throw up your upgrades, and then you can go into a Stalker Sentry build. So what I'm pretty much doing is, yeah, I'm gonna just send these guys out. I was also sending this probe here, and I do a little pylon here, because I was considering proxy pyloning, but then he got me. But it wasn't too much of a throwback, as you'll see later. So yeah, early here, I've been chrono boosting my gateways, making sure. Also, guys, when you're playing Protoss, make sure you have your pylons in multiple regions, because you don't want to get powered down by they killing one pylon. So at this point, I come in, I'm really just aiming because this guy's smart. He has these two pylons overlapping. See, he's going for a cybernetics core already, higher tech build. So he has these two pylons going down. I, so what you want to do is you want to go for the gateway, which I end up doing, even though I was considering going for the pylon. But the gateway is the better choice because that's his main pusher, main like guy that pumps out army. So okay, that was a terrible sentence. No one ever repeat that to me. Okay, you all know what I meant, but I just didn't alliterate it all. Anyway, so yeah, you pretty much want two gateways. Zealot, zealot, zealot is not a complicated strat, but it is effective. Okay, this guy just gets me with a little bit of zealots. He has nothing left. But, this guy is in a terrible position. See, he comes down here, so I'm just like, okay, whatever. You can kill my pylon. I'm going to go run into your mineral field and stuff like that, which I send him to do later. So, look at this. Just zealots after zealots. What does he have? Oh, well, he has a zealot, which is going to be injured. I don't even know who wins here. But it doesn't matter. Look, he has two zealots. I have one in his base, 4 coming, and look, chrono boosting more, just more and more zealots on the way constantly. Look how much money I have, plenty of income. Just see, and now I'm going my cybernetics core. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll fall back if I need to, but I'm pretty sure I was gonna win with this push, which I end up doing. See, oh yeah, my guy did win. Going to work on his refinery. My zealot comes, finishes this guy. He's trying to set up a turret or whatever the hell they're called. So once I bring down this gateway, it's pretty much a game. This guy's going to work on the probes. He's a total baller, ranking up the kills. Just once this is down, it works. And just remember, guys, like, look, even more coming. So even if he would counter this, bam, he would pretty much